welcome back into Two Peas in a Podcast. He fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome back to another episode.
Hold on, I'm coming back up. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
There are no steps here.
No. Yeah, welcome back. Today, we got a couple of things we're going to talk about. We're going to start off by talking about the Doomsday teasers, because we were supposed to last week.
Yeah, remember when we said we were going to talk about Doomsday, and then we got distracted, as the title suggested?
Yes.
Yeah. We realized after we were done, and after we went our separate ways, we were like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was supposed to happen.
Yep. So we're gonna do that really quick. We're gonna talk about the trailers, but we're not gonna go too in depth. I mean, we can if we want to.
Now the funny thing is you hadn't watched them.
No, so I had.
But since then you have.
Yes, I had been trying to avoid them because I was hoping to make a YouTube video for the channel, reacting to all 4 of them at once and talking about them, but obviously, my Instagram feed being nothing but Marvel and nerdy shit. I did see some clips and I heard people talking about it, and the other podcast I listened to were talking about them. But for this episode specifically, yesterday for lunch, while I was eating lunch, I put all 4 of them on from the first one to the 4th one. And after them, I wrote 3 words about either something about the trailer or how it made me feel. Or
Did you do 3 words for each trailer?
3 words for each of them.
Oh, I didn't do any of that. I was going to say 3 words in general.
Well,
for
you've
the hype
seen them,
for
right?
Doomsday. Yes.
Okay, so that's
but
fine.
I have 3 I'm going to just do 3 words in general, go off of you.
Yeah.
For every trailer.
Yeah.
For the hype for the movie.
Yes. But yeah, so for me, I have 3 words per teaser. And then after that, me and Josh are going to go through a really quick Grammys review because the Grammys happened.
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Grammys before, but the day we recorded the last couple of episodes was the day of the Grammys. So I was like, why talk about them now when it's by the time you hear the episode, they're already going to be out. So we'll talk about a quick recap of a few things I want to mention.
Yes.
And some winners and stuff like that.
And then after that, this main meat and potatoes, as Josh said previously, of this episode is the Wonder Man review.
The main carrots and peas.
Yes. The meatloaf and the mashed potatoes.
Speaking of peas, we're actually both now finally rocking our new Two Peas in a Podcast themed hats.
This jacket has an inside pocket.
And he discovered his jacket has an inside pocket.
Oh, sick. Thanks, Mom. It's a Christmas gift.
I know. You told me.
Sorry.
We're rocking our Two Peas themed hats.
Yes.
He's had one for a while because he had the first prototype, but he just
Yes.
got more available for some of the
Yes.
people behind the scenes like me, and
Yeah, they're still technically prototypes, but
they're actually cool.
they are
If
very
you had
nice.
a video, you would get to see them, and they're really cool looking.
Yes, we'll probably take some pictures and post them on the Instagram. So go over to Fongie Corporation on Instagram, and you can see what the hats look like. And if you guys like them enough, then maybe I can buy a whole shitload more, and we can ship them out to you guys. But yeah, so pay attention for that. We are starting to work on some other behind-the-scenes shit that we don't want to bog every episode with talking about.
I don't want to boggy every episode.
Yeah, we don't want to. We don't want to.
We don't want to fucking ham.
We don't want to fertilize too early because nothing will grow.
We don't want to fertilize too early. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. We don't need no early seeds.
Nope. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing this episode. But it's been it's been about what?
It's been a while.
It's been a week since we last spoke.
Yes.
What's been going on? Anything interesting or just work?
Well.
Uh-oh.
Now I have a work story.
Uh-oh, here we go.
So this week was another rough week. No snow, thankfully.
Yeah, thank God. It's starting to melt,
So the river was frozen.
Yes.
You know how the bay's been frozen?
Yes.
The river's been frozen, too. So, all of our jobs involved 3 boats rather than 2. Because one boat was designated to just break ice around the docks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was so thick and so caked in there, it's like we had to... Because otherwise the ships wouldn't be able to go in.
Yeah.
It was that thick.
Damn.
The ice was like 6 inches thick.
Damn.
It was...
Damn.
It was so thick that if we didn't use full power on the boat to move, like if we did like half or quarter power, we would be stopped still in the ice. Even using some, like, just sitting there, like.
Yeah, just stuck.
So one night we actually had, it was Monday night. We had a ship going, or Monday evening, we had a ship going in. Got the ice out of the way. The ship's coming to the dock. And there's still ice everywhere because this one dock was really bad. It took 8 hours to tie the ship up.
Jesus.
Normally it takes about an hour and a half, no more than at least 2 hours. It took 8 because all the lines were getting stuck under the ice. So it had to resort to one of the boats had to get those lines and have them thrown down to them and then take them over to the dock for the guys on the dock to take them to the things to tie them up. Now, this dock already sucks because they do one at a time and it takes them forever to do one.
Mm.
So this just added to it. So it started at 5 p.m. and ended at 1 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
And in that time, we left to go do like 3 more jobs in the time because there were other boats over there doing that one. Then we went back to the first one to help them out again. So
Jesus.
It was a rough time.
God damn.
And the poor guy that was on the ship, like giving us the orders to dock it, was just so exhausted because there was a 4 a.m. job coming up, and he was going to go home and sleep and then come back. Poor guy was on that ship till 1 a.m. We met him at the next port, and he got on the boat and just took a 2-hour nap.
Jesus.
I know, it was so. I was
God
like, damn, that sucks. Bro.
That's tragic.
Sucks. Oh, it was horrible.
That's a tragedy.
8 hours.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
This is what we do for a living.
Yes.
Well, me, not you.
Yes.
But anyway, we're not going to get too distracted about work things because that happened last time.
Yes.
We are going to talk about Avengers Doomsday, the trailers.
Yes. Or if you've been a fan of this podcast, we're going to talk about the Avengers Boomsday trailer. Boomsday?
Michael Bay?
Yee.
Michael May?
Bam Margera? No. Yeah, so like I said, I have 3 words describing either how I felt or something about the trailer.
Now,
you didn't do that.
First thing, no, I didn't. But I'm just going to go off of you and do 3 words of what I think overall for the hype of Doomsday with these trailers coming out. Mm. Now, they've been out for a while. They leaked it first.
Yes.
And Marvel was like, you know what? I don't know if they released them because they were in theaters or they planned on it before or they just did because they leaked. But they were in theaters first. They leaked online, and then not long after each one leaked, they were officially released online. And we had several. We had a Steve Rogers trailer. We had a Thor trailer. We had a X-Men trailer. We had a Wakandans / Fantastic Four trailer.
Yes.
Am I missing any?
No, that's it. There's only the 4, yeah.
Fantastic Four trailers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yee.
I am going to start off by saying I think the Wakandans one is the weakest.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
so
cool.
It's
cool because we know what we're getting into, but I
didn't know how we were going to do this. I thought we were going to go through the first one that was
I just wanted to throw that out. Now we can go in order.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how we do it. I just figured we'll go 1 through 4.
Kind of just threw that out there.
Yeah, no, but I agree. But so the first trailer that released was the Captain America.
Was the Steve Rogers
trailer. Yes.
I call it the Steve Rogers trailer just because he's not really Captain America anymore, as of right now.
That is one of the words that I have. So I guess I'll just go into it. No, anymore. No. So the 3 words I have that are describing it are interesting, confusing, and annoying.
Annoying.
Yes.
Yee.
It's interesting because it's like, okay, Steve is back. How? Why? He's got a kid. What are they going to do with this, right? That's interesting. It's confusing because Steve is back. He has a kid. What's he doing? Is he Captain America still?
Now,
I don't know.
Mind you, he's still in the 1940s
yes.
or whatever year this is for him. Because he went back. We all know he went back to his time in Endgame, but this is after that. And supposedly, No, you know what? I'm not going to talk about this because this has nothing to do with the trailer. But yeah, he's got a kid. Who is this kid? Besides his kid, I don't know. Is it even his kid? Maybe it's not. Maybe he just found some baby on the street. It was like,
I mean,
I'm bringing you home.
he's a good enough guy that he would do that.
He would. He'd be
Yes.
like, I can do this all day.
And the annoying part is like, look, man, I get it. This is like a legacy Avengers film. We're bringing back all of them. But like, let the man rest. He finally got his happy ending.
Yeah.
Stop messing with this man.
There's something that there's a theory going around that they're tying it that might be a possibility with the whole Doomsday plot. Is that why Steve is here in the first place? They're saying, you probably heard it. They're saying it's because of him, of the Avengers with the incursions during Endgame,
Yeah.
and then him going back and putting everything back didn't fix it. It
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
did the branch timelines and all that shit.
Yeah.
So they're saying Doom is trying to get find Steve or something for.
Which is fine. I think
Because
that
of
does
that.
make sense.
Well, it makes sense. It's just weird.
But it is also annoying because it's like, okay, if that is the plan, why show Steve Rogers, Chris Evans in a trailer? That could have been an amazing cameo for Doom. If
Honestly,
Doomsday,
you're right.
If Doomsday
you're right.
opened with that shot of the house, all of us Marvel fans know exactly what house that is
We'd
and
be like,
what's
this would be
going
like-
down. Yes, and then you see the baby, and you see someone pick them up. And then the camera moves up with the baby, and you see Chris Evans. The whole audience would freak out.
Oh, yeah.
But now that we know he's in it, it just made fans annoyed, confused, interested, and it's gonna ruin a lot of the.
You know, it'd be
cameos.
really funny if they had this Steve trailer and then he wasn't in Doomsday.
That would actually be hilarious.
That would be funny.
I will say this isn't. These teasers have like almost kind of been confirmed. To these scenes are not in Doomsday. These
No.
are actually prologues to the movie. I think that's how you should do these teasers. That makes sense to me.
I think maybe two of them are, and then the other two I feel like are somewhat in the movie, but I don't know for sure. We'll
Yeah,
find out.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
So we have the Steve one.
Yes.
Now we have the Thor trailer.
Yes, the Thor trailer was next.
Odinson.
Yes. The three words that I have are aura, epic, and sad.
Sad. Sad.
I think I liked this. See, this whole thing is another confusing part, but it kind of helps Love and Thunder in a way. And it makes Love and Thunder really look like an entire side quest that happened any other time. Because Thor in this trailer looks like Infinity War Thor.
Yeah.
He looks like how he looked in Infinity War. He looks like how he looked because he's got the short hair again, and he's not fat. He doesn't look sad. He does still have Stormbreaker,
Oh yeah.
but his daughter, who he got in Love and Thunder, is apparently sick, and that's why he has to fight this fight. And he's asking the Allfathers for their strength so that he can fight one last time. And this, honestly, is a short film. The way
It
Thor is monologuing
Yeah.
over it and narrating.
He starts monologuing.
You sly dog. You got me monologuing. But yeah, and I think Thor has aura again. After Love and Thunder, he left a bad taste in people's mouths, but I know the Russo brothers know how to handle Thor.
They're gonna fix Thor.
The Russos have given Thor some of the best shit we've ever seen.
Yeah.
His entrance into Wakanda in Infinity War, brother.
Yeah.
Horny every time.
Agreed.
Yes.
My penis.
But other than that, the Thor trailer kind of doesn't leave us with anything. It just shows us that Thor still has the daughter. She's probably sick or going through something, and that's why he's back in the fight. So that's cool. Then
We have probably the best of the trailers.
it is the best.
We have
of
the
the
X-Men
four.
trailer.
Yes. And you know what's funny? I watched these trailers with Allie, right?
Uh-huh.
I put on the first one. I put on the Steve Rogers one. And before anyone even showed up, she was like, is that Thor? And I was like, just wait.
Is that Thor?
And then she was like, oh, it's Steve? She was like, it's Cap? She was like, what's going on? And so even she was confused.
Yeah.
And she's not into it like we are. And then I put the Thor trailer on, and Thor shows up right in the middle of it because they show the trees and shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, is that Thor? And I'm like, wait a second.
is
And
Thor.
then Thor showed up, and she was like, "It's Thor! He's so hot!" And I was like, "Hey, you right." And then we got to
Allie would leave you for Thor.
yeah, I would leave her for Thor. And then we got to the third trailer, and she was like, "Wait, does that say Xavier's school?" And I was like, "Look, she's learning." I was so excited. I was like, "She's learning.
She's figuring it out."
Because we finished X-Men 97, which I'll get into maybe at some point. But she was like, "Wait, is it the same actors?" And I said, "Yeah." She was like, "Aren't they like basically dead?" I was like, "Yeah." And then they showed up on screen. It showed Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
Well, it's till they're 90.
And Allie legit went, "Oof."
Oof.
I was like, "Yeah, they're on their last leg
It's
right
till
now."
they're not till they're 90, like Hugh
Yeah,
Jackman.
till they're 90.
Patrick Stewart's like 80. Ian McKellen's like 80. Actually, I think Ian McKellen's going to be 90 soon.
Yeah, he's up there,
But they finally brought him back, though.
yes. And the 3 words I have for this trailer is aura, but like in all caps. Crazy and amazing.
I have 2 words just for this one alone.
What?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah, so that's oof.
For those who've seen the videos, then you would understand that. We got to talk about that last
The
second.
shot. The shot.
that I think is in the movie. I just don't know.
That one might be in it.
It's James Marsden's Cyclops.
Yeah.
With the sickest thing I've ever seen him do in his history of playing Cyclops. He is pissed about something. Because he rips them goggles off and he's fucking...
Yep. So that's something that I don't know if it really is. I don't think it's going to be in the trailer for this specific reason, because I think what's going on in that shot is I think it's the demolition of Genosha.
Genosha, yeah. I think I remember you saying that.
I don't know if we'll get that whole thing, because Doomsday is already a packed film.
Yeah.
Throwing in a Genosha storyline is going to be really
They might
messy.
just have a minute of Genosha.
I think what they'll do is they'll do something similar to what Logan did, which is they'll reference the things that happened. But in Doomsday, we might see flashbacks of what happened in Genosha and why Scott is going
Wasn't
hard.
Genosha in the McAvoy Fassbender movies, or am I wrong? Or do they just talk about it?
They reference some sort of thing in the Dark Phoenix.
I remember them mentioning Genosha outside of X-Men 97, but I don't remember when they did it.
So in The Last Stand and the Dark Phoenix, Magneto has his like Brotherhood of Mutants.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the closest we've gotten to Genosha, because Genosha is its own island, its own.
But I feel like they mentioned
area.
it or something by name, but never actually went there.
Yeah, I can't remember.
We went there in 97, but we did.
Yeah.
I don't think we went there in the movies. I just
No.
remember the reference.
I think they did reference something, and like Magneto definitely said something to Charles about like, oh, we need our own island or like our own place.
I feel like they did reference it, because then when I watched 97 and they talked about it again and went there, I was like, I recognize that name.
Yeah.
So I've heard it before. I just couldn't remember when. It's
Yeah.
probably in one of those.
But yeah, so I think that's why Scott is so upset.
And it could be a flashback, like you said, which
Yeah.
sounds very likely, because
Yes.
they can't put a whole Genosha storyline in this movie about Doomsday.
Yeah.
Like it's already packed as it is.
Genosha is one of those things that's like it needs its own time to breathe and grow and be introduced and then gotten rid of, So
But that shot of
Oof.
Cyclops is so incredible.
I am upset that I didn't see this trailer in theaters, because
I know.
seeing that on a screen,
Oh, that would have
Boy,
been
howdy.
so great.
I would have legit creamed my knickers in the theater again. But yeah, so the X-Men trailer, everyone has been talking about that one. That was the one that I had pretty much seen the entirety
That was
of
the
when it came
if
out.
there was one of these trailers is gonna describe what Doomsday is gonna be like, it's that one.
I honestly think, I don't know if you'll agree with me, they probably could have just released that as its own teaser with nothing else until the actual trailer. And I think the hype for Doomsday still would be peak.
Yeah. Imagine if they just released it by itself, but there was no mention of Doomsday. Like it didn't say Doomsday or the X-Men will return or the release date or anything. It was just a clip or the clips of Charles and Eric and then the Cyclops one, and then that's it.
That still would have been hype.
Because then you would have been like, what is this for?
Yeah.
Could it be for Doomsday? Is it just a little,
Thing.
tribute
here?
thing?
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
And you can very vaguely see it because of the coloring, because he's using his optic blast. The suit that he's wearing, that all of them are wearing. I like all the costumes they're wearing.
It's comic accuracy,
But
baby.
dude, the Cyclops suit in live action is aura. That's why I put aura.
You think Charles is going to have his famous green suit? He had it at the end of Days of Future Past.
Yeah, and he had it in Multiverse of
And
Madness.
he had it in Multiverse of Madness.
I think so. A lot of people say comic book suits
Now, I think...
can be translated to live action, but it's tough. I think his is one of those that I don't think it works. I hate the giant yellow bumper car.
Well, I'm not talking about the yellow chair.
No, but
I'm just
even-
talking about this. Because remember, at the end
Yeah.
of Days of Future Past, he had the green suit,
yeah,
but a different chair.
yeah. I don't think he'll have that in this.
I think the only true, like, most accurate we would get of him in live action is that scene in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get the yellow chair again.
No.
If we don't get the green suit, that's fine. I'm just saying they may because they've been doing a lot of accurate costumes lately.
Yes, but that's why I think they did Charles with Multiverse of Madness. This is the time Ian McKellen needs to get his Magneto suit.
Yes.
He will have it. Magneto, they're all going to die. Magneto will die wearing that suit and having that helmet.
You think he'll have
'Cause-
long hair too, like in '97?
Oh, I mean, in the trailer he had long
True,
hair,
yeah, he
so I
did.
think so. The closest Magneto costume from comics to live action we've ever gotten was that tease with Michael Fassbender's at the end of First Class with like the actual.
Oh, that's right. That's the only time
Yes.
he was really in it fully.
But that was it.
But that was it.
That was it. Like the shiny
Because Ian
red
McKellen
and
never
purple.
did it, right?
No.
And Fassbender only did it that one time.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then in Days of Future Past, the actual movie, Fassbender had something similar, but it was way muddier and it was a darker.
I
deep
forgot
red.
that they never
Yeah.
actually did his suit.
And it
right.
looked good. It was the trench coat. It was
Yeah.
the helmet. It was
I
the
forgot.
colors. It looked good.
That's
but I
right.
understand why they didn't put it in the movie. 'cause
They,
it
I mean,
can
they
be-
didn't give Patrick Stewart his until the end of Days of Future Past either.
Yeah.
And then Multiverse of Madness was the only time that we had him full comic accurate.
Yes.
Green suit, yellow chair,
Yeah.
and then he died in that one too.
Yes.
One of 4 times he's died.
Look, man, Hugh Jackman and Wesley Snipes are fighting for played the character the longest. Patrick Stewart is playing these characters that die the most.
You know what's funny? We got Wolverine's suit before Magneto's. And we were waiting for Wolverine's
Yeah.
forever. And we got his first because
Yeah.
of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And that was fucking sick.
Yes.
Now I want to
think-
watch that again.
No, dude, I'm not gonna. Dude, the other day I was watching this guy break down the music for Superman, the new one, and I was like, damn, I gotta watch Superman again. Like, dude, the comic accurate suit era that we're in right now, I love it.
Oh, man.
Because
yeah.
it's looking good. Because like a lot of people are like, oh, the bright
Yeah.
colors make it weird and cartoony. And
Now,
it's like,
do you-
but these are superhero.
You know what I
movies. They're
think
supposed
too?
to be.
If they do, I don't know if they're going to do this or not because we know Hugh Jackman is he in Doomsday? Is he confirmed for Doomsday?
He's not confirmed.
Is it rumor? He wasn't one of the chairs, right?
No, as far as I know, the only X-Men that are confirmed are like Gambit, Cyclops, Mystique.
Hugh Jackman
Magneto.
wasn't a chair, right?
No, he was not a
Okay.
chair.
If he shows up at all, obviously they're probably going to use the one from Deadpool and Wolverine, possibly, because he's the one that's alive.
Yeah.
But because it's such a serious movie, I feel like they should use the suit, the yellow one, and just have it fucking dirty and like falling and like coming apart and shit because it's such a serious movie.
Yeah.
Like Deadpool and Wolverine was comedic in a way, but
Yeah.
also serious too.
Yeah.
But now it's even darker.
Yes.
It's like I'm just saying if he's in it at all.
I
That's
think what they
should
should do with Wolverine the next time we see him, and I know it's a lot of money to make these suits and then just not use them. So like I do think if Wolverine is in it, we will see the yellow and blue.
the deleted scene from the Wolverine
But
briefcase.
give him the black and gray X-Force suit. The Uncanny X-Men X-Force suit
Forgot about
for
that.
Wolverine. If you're going to go that dark with this character,
Yeah.
which I don't think they will, because I think that Wolverine has been reformed to be more, a little
Yeah.
bit funny at times. But I think if you do, or shit, bring back the brown one. Because that cameoed in that one scene. Bring that one back.
Oh,
That would go
great.
hard.
The original.
Yeah, dude, and imagine the cowl on that one. Peak. Anyway, we're talking way too much about this. The X-Men are fantastic. We will talk more about it
Speaking
later
of
down the line.
fantastic, now we move on to trailer 4.
There you go. What a segue. This one I only have one word for. Fantastic.
Yes. Now we only get the thing,
Only Ben shows
but that's
up.
okay.
Yes. Because we get Namor.
Because we get Namor. Yes,
we get
we
Namor
got
back.
Namor in it.
He doesn't say anything, but again, he's just aura farming
I'm
like,
so
like he
excited.
did in Wakanda. Shuri is back. Say whatever you want about her. I think she did pretty good in the role in the movie.
It
she
sounds
was
like
in.
M'Baku was king of Wakanda now.
Yes, he says King M'Baku, which means Shuri is fully
M'Baku.
Black Panther.
Yes,
She's
Shuri is
not-
Black Panther. M'Baku is leading Wakanda.
Yes.
Which works. That makes more
sense. I love M'Baku. I'm excited to see where
M'Baku
his
doesn't need
character
the
goes.
herb anyway. He's that strong.
Fucking he's a unit.
Yeah,
you
he's a
bald-headed
unit. He
demon.
don't need.
You
he don't need to
bald-headed
be-
demon.
He don't need to be Black Panther.
Yes,
That
he.
was awful.
Yes, it was. But yeah, M'Baku shows up. Shuri shows up. No Okoye.
No Okoye. That's
But
right.
I think did she get a chair? I don't think she did.
Denai Guerrero. I don't
I
believe
don't think she
did.
did. So she might not even be in it.
That would be crazy to not have
To
her
have
in it.
Wakanda, but not her.
But
I mean,
not her
she's
in it?
she did kind of get banished, but
She
also
did yeah.
M'Baku's king and Shuri's Black Panther. They can get her back in.
Plus,
and they
she
did
ha-
give her that
plus,
suit.
Considering they gave her such a big role in Endgame too,
Yeah,
they might be like,
and
sit
Wakanda
this one
forever.
out, come back late. Yeah, in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, they-
sit this one out, come back in Secret Wars. And I
Yes.
feel like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe a little short appearance, but I don't know.
But like, yeah, did the Fantastic Four get separated and Ben landed in Wakanda?
possible.
Or are the other three there? We just don't see them in this scene.
I know where Sue is.
I think the
Getting
conversation
it out with Namor.
with Namor. I think, and that's honestly, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Sue and Namor, Sue and Namor." I'm interested to have a conversation between Reed and Shuri, two of the smartest people we've ever been introduced to in the MCU. Having a conversation together could be really interesting, just on a character level.
And Pedro embodies Reed so well.
Yes.
I feel like their dialogue together is going to be like peak.
Yes. And I'm interested to see if you throw Charles in there, the three of them having a conversation. Oh,
Talk about
boy,
sharing
howdy.
one brain cell like us.
Boy howdy. And then don't even get me started on Doomsday.
And don't
like
even get
Doom.
me started on Starfish.
Don't even get me started on Doom.
Now we haven't seen
No.
any glimpses of Doctor Doom.
Nope, only
the only
from,
thing RDJ is sharing is like little cartoon pictures.
Yeah,
like he
like-
did a Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah, like promotional images.
But
and
we
concept
don't
art.
even know what his Doom looks like yet.
I think it would be really fucking funny. They're showing all this like super comic accurate stuff. I would think it would be really funny if RDJ just walked out as himself. I know it's like a Tony
in
Stark
the green
thing.
suit from the Comic-Con.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just that, like just a fully like poor man's cosplay.
What
of
if he
Doom.
walked out like he was barely in any Doom attire and his like no mask either, right? Like it's just his face, like not scarred. It's just that. And he walks out. He's like barely in any Doom attire. You know, like there's a little bit of green here, a little bit of green there,
Yeah.
and they throw us for a loop, right? But then at the end, then he gets scarred with the mask. Then he like at the very
dons
end,
the
he
suit,
dons the whole thing.
That would be kind of cool. I don't
But
know,
then
man.
then that's all you see until Secret Wars comes out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Very interested.
I feel like they're hiding him from us for a reason, and it's probably because it's gonna go so hard.
Yeah. The closest we actually have seen of him is that credit scene in Fantastic Four.
And I don't even think that was exactly accurate because the mask,
The mask was slightly different from what we've been
from
seeing.
what we've been seeing, it looks different.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe he gets upgrades. I mean, Doom does know magic.
Yeah.
His whole thing is he blends magic and technology together.
It's crazy to me that the most accurate Doom mask that we still have to this day is the one from 05.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you gotta admit, though, the 05 costume, while it wasn't exactly accurate, did go pretty hard.
Yeah, the Doom one, the Fantastic Four costumes are the ones that give me, like, I don't know
Yeah.
about them. But, like, Doom in those movies,
Hit
peak.
like it wasn't accurate because it was different, but it did go hard. Though.
It was Aura with the cloak and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God, I miss Julian so much.
But yeah, so that's our talks on the teasers for Doomsday. We will obviously continue to talk about Doomsday until its release.
So here's my 3 words overall
Yes.
for these 4 trailers. This is hype. Or no, let me change it. Hype as fuck.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Hype as fuck. Yeah, I'm still hype. I do still have some of those concerns in the back of my mind of like, there's a lot going in this movie. How do you not make it confusing, but also make it confusing enough to where it's like all of these universes are coming together? It has to be confusing. All of the characters are going to be confused.
Oh, God, yeah. They're going to be like,
So-
what the hell?
But I'm still having faith in Kevin and the Russos and RDJ and the whole cast. I'm having faith. So my hype is still there. But I also don't want to get too hyped because I don't want to be let down like Multiverse of Madness or, other movies of that, like of Love and Thunder. Like, I've been burned before by Marvel. I don't think Doomsday will be like that, but there is a chance. It's not zero, so holding out hope. Other than that, do you want to go into your quick little Grammy
I'm going to
thing?
go into the quick little Grammys thing, and I have the page up here, but I want to go into my little news things, news blurbs I wrote here. Starting off with Bad Bunny won Album of the Year,
Yes.
which was honestly well-deserved for him, especially with his, big blow-up recently.
Yes.
Was it my... Obviously, I wanted Kendrick Lamar to win. That would have been great, too, but
Yeah.
Bad Bunny winning Album of the Year, perfect. Loved it.
Yeah.
Kendrick, however, did win. He was the night's biggest winner. He won 5 awards again that night, which he won 5. He won 5 last year alone for Not Like Us.
Yeah.
And then won 5 overall again this year. He just surpassed Jay-Z as the most awarded hip-hop artist in Grammy history.
Wow.
Jay-Z has 25. Kendrick Lamar now has 27. So he's now the most awarded hip-hop artist in Grammy's history, which
shit.
is awesome because he deserves it. Here was a shocker. Billie Eilish won Song of the Year
Yeah.
for Wildflower.
Yeah.
Now, Wildflower is 2 years old.
Yeah. Wait.
It's 2 years old
Excuse me?
because the album it's on came out 2 years ago, and then stuff from that was represented at the Grammys before. But Wildflower came out as a single later, so it was eligible for this year's Grammys.
Okay.
I know it's kind of weird. People were confused too, and they were like, "Why?
Yeah.
Like that's weird." So Luther, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA won Record of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Bunny won Album. Billy won Song of the Year. Golden
Yeah.
won 1 award at the Grammys,
Yep.
and it wasn't even that big. It was the best song written for visual media.
Yep.
Everything else it was nominated for, it got snubbed entirely. Because the weird thing is, it lost Best Pop Duo / Group Performance to Defying Gravity. Does that surprise me? Not really.
Yeah.
But I was a little upset by that because I was like, Golden deserves every award it should get that it got nominated for. It deserves like every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of weird that it didn't win like anything.
Yeah.
At
That is
all.
strange.
But that, I really didn't have that much. I just wanted to talk about those because I was shocked by Golden not winning, except one. Billy winning Song of the Year for a 2-year-old song. Kendrick outwinning Jay-Z and getting a lot of awards. I mean, he won 5
Yeah.
the whole night. And then the year before, he won 5 alone just for Not Like Us.
Yeah.
So that's 10. That's like 10 Grammys in the last 2 years.
That's insane.
But then Bad Bunny winning, totally well deserved.
Yeah. Allie was listening to that album when it came out, and it is pretty good.
It is good. I've listened.
like
I've
that
listened. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but I have listened to some of the songs, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all I have to talk about with the Grammys. I just want to do those little blurbs of important news,
Things that interested you.
things that interested me, things that I thought were good or surprising.
Any crazy
But-
Grammy performance? People are talking about Sabrina Carpenter's performance.
You know,
but-
I missed her performance. I didn't watch the whole thing. I kind of tuned in the last like 20 minutes
Oh, okay.
or the last half hour,
Gotcha.
so I missed most of it.
Oh, I did. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Because
Yes.
Super Bowl has happened now. So
Yes.
I'm not going to talk about the halftime show. We both know it was good. Charlie Puth.
Oh my God,
Bro.
bro! I gained respect for Charlie Puth that night.
See? Man can sing.
I watched him do that, and I was like,
And his tributes to the Whitney Houston version, which a lot of people consider the best one. I might be a little bit biased. I think the Whitney Houston one is fantastic, but I think Charlie really killed it with his.
There's three. There's three that are considered the best, and Charlie Puth is now one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one is Whitney Houston and Chris Stapleton.
Yes, Stapleton.
Have you seen the Chris Stapleton one?
I have not seen that one, but I was.
You gotta watch. You should watch the Chris Stapleton one.
Okay.
You'd be like,
all right.
Charlie Puth is up there though.
Yeah, Charlie Puth, he freaking killed it.
But I mean, they all say that with Whitney Houston because it's Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney Houston, did she ever not release a banger?
True.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
did she ever not kill it? It's Whitney Houston. Yeah. But I just wanted to talk about that Charlie Puth national. That shit was... That was aura. And you know what's crazy? I didn't watch it live.
It's crazy.
Because
Neither did I.
I got into it late. the
It's
Super
crazy
Bowl.
because the Charlie Puth national anthem was probably one of the better parts of the whole game. Because the game sucked.
Yeah,
I
the game
watched
was
the game.
trash.
The game was awful.
Look, I'll tell you this. If that game was specifically trying to show off each team's like prowess with their defensive lines, nailed it. But because it was all defense, there was no offense.
Yeah.
So nobody really scored anything.
They had the I just love that the Patriots quarterback was all talked about like the next big deal, and then he just blew it.
Yeah.
Blew it.
Was it? Didn't he have like the worst performance in Super Bowl history?
I think he did.
Yeah, he had the worst
I
performance
think
of
he
any
did.
quarterback in the history
Yeah.
of the Super Bowl.
Poor guy's only in his second year.
But hey, congrats Seahawks. I didn't want the
yeah.
Patriots to
Congrats
win anyway.
Seahawks. Congrats to their quarterback for having a great comeback story.
Yeah.
But we're done with football. Let's move on to
The nerdy stuff that people are here for.
let's move on to the most wonderful man,
Hey.
Wonder Man.
Wonder Man. All right. I only have a few things written down. Allie and I both watched this
Now
together.
I didn't write anything down, but I'm gonna go off of you because I did. Now I watched the whole thing in one day.
So did I. Well, me and Allie did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think
You
we
were halfway
yeah,
through.
that's right. Yeah,
You had to finish, but
it
that
took
night
us 2 days.
I watched the
technically.
whole thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how quick the episodes were, but I was
It's
like, I
yeah.
might as well watch the whole thing.
No, you had messaged me that you were gonna start it, and I was like, all right, he's gonna start watching it, right? And then periodically you would message me like these references to the episodes, and I was like, damn, he's breezing through. I was like, damn, episode 4? What? All right. And
was
then at
that
some
good.
point you texted
was
me and
good.
you were like, bro, Wonder Man was good. And I was like, oh, he finished it. God damn, man.
yeah,
Must
I
have been-
watched that whole fucking thing.
It is good, and I do think this is something we talked about a little bit. This is one of those Marvel shows that it benefited from releasing all at once.
It
you know?
benefited from releasing all at once, and other than Trevor Slattery being in it, there is no connection to anything out in the
Yes.
MCU.
Yeah.
Like, there is no connection. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you wanted to watch Wonder Man, the only things you would really have to watch are Iron Man 3 and Shang-Chi.
Yeah, just to see where Trevor's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have to, like, watch a shit ton of shows and
Yeah.
movies just to understand it. Like,
And you know
this
what
is
else
what
is
I loved
cool?
about Moon Knight. Moon Knight was the same way, except you didn't have to watch anything for that.
Yeah, you don't need nothing.
But Wonder Man is great as a show overall.
Yeah.
But it's great with the fact that you don't have to binge all this material to understand what's going on.
And that's why I think it also works because, yeah, you don't need to do homework. It just feels like you walked into a store, you grabbed a Wonder Man comic.
Yeah.
Because you do get a lot of Trevor's backstory. Obviously, it's a Simon origin story.
Yeah.
You do get little tiny hints. Like there's a Kingo poster in one of the episodes.
That's right,
So
yeah.
you get a little bit of a reference to Eternals. But yeah, other than that, you don't really, and you get the DODC, but they were introduced in some
Yeah.
other stuff, and you do understand what their motives are
Yeah.
in this show.
Like you don't need to do homework just to understand Pete
Yeah.
Cleary.
And that's why I wasn't worried about Allie watching it, because I knew going into it that I was like, there's no crazy cameos, there's no crazy references. I kind of expected them to maybe touch on the blip a little bit because of Trevor being there. Maybe he would have said something about it. They don't even really reference any of that.
Yeah. Which is I think it's great. And I
Yeah.
think it's great, like you said, that they put everything out at once.
Yes.
Because lately, when they put all the episodes out at once, you think they're just trying to get rid of this show and get it out there and be done with it. This is different
Yeah.
because this show was probably one of the better things Marvel has put out in recent years.
Yeah, and I think they should have released all of the episodes with their shows similar to like What If, She-Hulk, Echo. You know, those types of shows. I
Yeah.
think WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and the Winter, I think those types of shows that are fully MCU canon
Oh,
and
yeah.
really connect, the weekly uploads, I think that works.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it keeps people
But
hyped.
for a show like this, like Moon Knight could have done this.
Yeah, that's true. Moon Knight could have all
Moon
come out
Knight
at
could have
once.
done this. I'm okay with the fact they did it weekly, though. But Wonder Man doing it didn't hurt it.
No.
I think it actually, like you said, did benefit.
Yes, it benefited.
You okay there, buddy?
Yeah, I had a little bit of a burpee.
Oh, burpees.
Burpees. Yeah, so I have a couple of things written down. Trevor and Simon's relationship is the best part of this show.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think they work so well together. Ben Kingsley, I love that Ben Kingsley is just playing himself. But
He really
he's
is.
named Trevor because all of the movies and plays that he says he's done, Ben Kingsley legitimately did.
Did
in
those,
in
yeah.
our
He
real
legitimately did
universe.
those, yeah.
So I just love that he is just himself, but he's just called Trevor Slattery.
He literally was the perfect choice to play this character.
Yes,
Like,
and
it's
I
just
love
him.
I love that he's finally fully coming back as his own thing.
Yeah.
And if Wonder Man gets a season 2, which they are talking about and having discussions, I think you have to bring Trevor back.
Oh, God, yeah.
Those two together work perfectly. They bounce off each other well.
I read somewhere that this is the last part in a trilogy for Trevor Slattery. Obviously, it started with Iron Man 3 and then Shaun of the-
Yeah.
But that this is the like last part, I guess, where he like his
Becomes
story
fully
finishes.
redeemed,
He
yeah.
redeems himself, and this, yeah. Will he show up again? Probably.
Yeah. Because while watching this, you do get a lot of Trevor's backstory. So that does make sense that this would kind of cap his origin per se. Because he does talk about how he came to America, how he became the Mandarin. You fully see his audition for the Mandarin. That's a good scene.
Yeah, I like how he just starts off like in the scene where he's like talking to like whoever's running the show.
Yeah.
Normally, and then he puts the glasses on and he sits there and he just goes, America.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Dude, I'm not going to lie. He said that and it gave me chills. I was like, oh, that's clean.
I know, it was so good. And
Oh,
he brought back the best lines he had. Like,
Yeah.
at the end when he's getting arrested again, he goes,
yeah.
and you never saw me coming.
And I was like, yeah! I was sitting there doing the same thing, and Allie's just sitting there looking at me, side-eyeing. She's just like, what the fuck are you hype about? And I'm like, he said the thing! He did it! That shit was hype. So
Oh my
Trevor
God.
might have been the best part, but Simon Williams...
Tony saying Iron Man and Trevor Slattery saying you never saw me coming is like exactly the
Oh,
same
yeah, like
thing.
he said in an Endgame,
Yeah.
and then he says it now. Yeah, that was clean. I do think Simon is a good character. I think Yahya Abdul-Mateen
Yahya
II,
Abdul-Mateen did great.
he did really good in
Yeah.
this role.
And I'm very happy for him because obviously in DC he played Black Manta.
Yes.
And
he played Dr. Manhattan.
well, he was better as Dr. Manhattan. I enjoyed him in that. But that was different thing.
yeah.
So him actually really getting a role like this where it's, a little comedic, a little funny, a little serious is perfect. It's great. I'm happy for him that he got this role.
Yeah, and it kind of works because if you think like Wonder Man, Simon Williams isn't a struggling actor coming into different
Yeah.
like trying to get this role he's been wanting forever. And so if you look at Yahya's actual acting career, Wonder Man finally is his where he landed and he's
Yeah.
comfortable. He feels the character out. I do love all of the references, like the fourth wall breaks to how movie studios work and do things. Episode 1, when Simon is on that set and he's like, I'm thinking my character can stand in the sunlight, like the moonlight, but but I want to step up here. And they're like, oh, well, we already set the moon. Like, it's already in this spot. You have to stand
like he's
here.
trying to do his own thing, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
can't really.
And
do
then
it
he
that
finally
much.
gets fired, and they're just like, that's a serious rap on Simon Williams. And it's like, that shit legit happens
Oh, yeah.
sometimes. And then all the failed auditions, him running around with Trevor trying to find a spot to film the audition for Wonder Man and all
Yeah.
of that. That's fun. I think, and the suit that he gets. You only see it for the one episode in a couple of minutes.
the Wonder Man suit.
It does look good, though.
It does.
And
It does.
I hope he wears it more because we've only saw it in the one scene.
Well, it's funny because it's like he's playing Wonder Man, but he isn't actually Wonder Man.
Yeah.
He's just a guy that has superpowers that's playing a character.
Which
I'm a dude playing a dude,
disguised
disguised as another dude.
No, but so I did a lot of research on who Wonder Man was before the show came out. I don't know if you know anything about Wonder Man.
Don't.
Okay, I'm not gonna go fully in depth because his backstory is fucking crazy. This man has died like 100 times. So basically, in the comics, really quickly, he was a regular guy, right, just working a regular job. His brother takes over the business that their father owned, who his brother is in the show. And Simon eventually goes into dealing drugs, and he uses drugs, and then eventually he falls into the lap of Baron Zemo and the leader and like a little group of them. Baron Zemo then infuses Wonder Man with these psionic abilities and calls him Wonder Man. And their plan is to take Wonder Man and poise him as a fake superhero to infiltrate the Avengers and get any sort of dirt and secrets they can get. And then he'll report back to Baron Zemo.
Oh.
But the powers that Baron gave Simon are slowly killing him. So the only way Simon can stay alive is by going back to Zemo, and Zemo has the cure. The cure only works for a week at a time. So he has to keep working with Baron. Eventually, Wonder Man realizes what's going on and wants to be a real hero because he talks to Cap, and Cap just brings that out of you.
Yeah.
Eventually, Wonder Man sacrifices himself, and he dies. And he's dead for a while. He's dead for like a decade in the comics.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Eventually, he gets brought back to life by being... His body shows up one day.
Oh, shit.
And they put Vision's mind into Wonder Man.
Oh,
But Vision is still a thing. So Vision and Wonder Man are technically related. Wonder Man also starts having feelings for Wanda, which becomes a weird love triangle. And then eventually when Vision fully dies, Wonder Man and Wanda do wind up getting together. Blah, blah, blah. Wonder Man eventually realizes that he doesn't want to be a hero anymore. He wants to pursue his actual passion, which is acting. And so he gets into acting. He starts off as a stuntman because he can't get hurt. So he becomes a stuntman, right?
Yeah.
And eventually he starts getting his own roles in leading stuff, and he just fully becomes an actor that has superpowers.
Okay.
He will eventually show up if they need him to, because he is very strong in the comics. He will show up every now and then, but he mainly is just an actor. Like in the comics right now, he's just acting. He's not in any crazy things. I think the last thing he did was some Infinity Secret War stuff.
Oh, wow.
Other than that, Wonder Man is just acting. And so this show focusing on him just being an actor, not a superhero, is perfect. It makes a lot of sense for him. I'm still interested to see if in the show he didn't get his powers from a serum or from experiments. It seems like he was born with them. Is Wonder Man in the MCU an X-Men or a mutant?
Ooh.
Is he a mutant in this timeline? I think that could still work for him.
That could work.
Because it gives him that reason, like, I didn't choose these powers.
These powers chose me.
These powers chose me. And so now he is sort of lost in, where do I go from here? I love acting, but I have these powers that I know I should use them for good. Should I do that? Can I do that? All of that stuff. And I love that. The character arc that he has is crazy. Anyway,
you gave me the backstory. Now I understand a little bit.
Yes. The DODC, I think they should get their own show.
Oh,
Just called DODC, and it's like a CSI Law and Order type show where
just going around.
Yeah, apprehending these super villains and heroes. Doorman, where's he at? What's he doing? Where's Josh Gad? He's been eaten.
Josh Gad just disappeared and they're like, yup.
He is alive. Josh Gad is alive. He is living inside Doorman.
Yep. Living inside of him, yep.
Yes.
In that door universe.
Yes. So will Doorman return? Probably not. Will Josh Gad return? Probably not.
When you think about it, Josh Gad might have gone from that universe to ours.
Sure.
And the Josh Gad we all know is just the Josh Gad from over there.
Sure.
He killed the other one.
And it created a branch timeline where they made Frozen 2, and now Josh Gad hates his career, but he's doing Spaceballs 2, so he loves his career. And it's weird.
That's right.
Yes.
Forgot about Spaceballs 2.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about where to next, like where we will see Wonder Man again, blah, blah, blah.
I don't think we'll see him in Doomsday Secret Wars. I feel like they'll wait until after.
Yeah.
If they use them again.
Yes.
Well, we don't even know if they're
A
gonna
lot
use
of people are complaining that there's not enough action in this show, but I think that works.
it. Doesn't need it.
It's a comedy show.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's a buddy comedy.
If they would have promoted She-Hulk the way they promoted this show, I think She-Hulk would have worked
She-Hulk
way
would
better.
have done better, yeah.
Promote it as a comedic lawyer show,
yes.
not a She-Hulk is She-Hulk show.
Yeah.
Then it would have worked a lot better.
Wonder Man did not need action. It
No.
was perfect the way it was. It had a little bit here and there, but it didn't need
Yeah.
to be filled with.
And I will say, I think this is the best shot and best looking MCU show we've gotten in a while. Like, WandaVision looked good. Falcon and the Winter Soldier looked good. But I do think this one was shot, man, Destin Daniel Cretton. He is becoming the new Russos
He
in,
is.
in the Marvel Universe. Everything he's done is cooked. But yeah,
He's doing it.
he's doing the thing.
Doing the thing, doing the thing.
I'm excited for Brand New Day and see what sauce he's bringing over there.
Oh, I can't wait.
But-
you know what I love? I love that they haven't put a trailer out for it yet. Honestly.
Yes.
I kind of like it. They're
Yes.
waiting.
Yeah,
They're waiting.
and that's where people are saying.
What if they didn't put a trailer out at all?
maybe?
Just like, here it's out. Go see it.
I think honestly, I don't think Marvel could ever do that. But I think with Brand New Day, it's possible because there's been so many leaks
yeah.
and rumors. I think
They should
that
just not
alone-
put a trailer out at all.
Yes, because the trailer is supposed to build hype. But
Yeah.
I think all the leaks and the promotional art that's been released and leaked, I think that's kind of
Like the little
building
teasers
a-
about the new suit or
Yes.
the first, like, those are the trailers.
and all the rumors and theories people are. I think that is the hype. I don't think you need a trailer for Brand New Day.
I don't think so.
I think you just
They just go.
let people run with what they have
Yeah.
now because they're already hyped.
Because honestly, the hype that's there could die out with the trailer. They could be like,
And it's Spider-Man.
yeah,
Everyone's gonna watch it anyway.
just no trailer. Just wait till July 31st, release the movie, and be like, it's out. Go watch it.
Yeah, maybe release a small-ish teaser
Yeah.
in like March or June.
Like a Doomsday style trailer. Where
Yeah.
like, nothing is really.
It's
in
only
it.
like a minute long. You don't really show anything.
Yeah.
And then just let the movie come out and
I
do
think-
its thing.
I think
the
them
movie's gonna
not-
make $1 billion regardless.
Oh yeah.
With rumors of Punisher and Hulk and Mr. Negative and Scorpion and
I think
Spider-Man.
the lack of a trailer is helping the movie.
Yes, I think it is. So
So
Whatever about
if we
that.
don't get a trailer, honestly, I'm okay with that.
yeah, I think it works.
I'm still hype.
My review for Wonder Man out of 10, 8.5.
Same.
It is very solid. It's not my favorite MCU show,
No, it's not mine.
but it's up there.
It's
Like-
up. Yeah.
Like I could see
It's
myself.
the best thing that's been done in a while.
Yes, and I think it's the funniest show. I was debating whether it's the funniest MCU thing ever. But Deadpool and Wolverine is really good. Thor Ragnarok has some good jokes. And
It's up there.
and
but it's-
Spider-Man No Way Home has really good jokes. But it's probably
I
top
think
5.
Wonder Man is up there.
It is
It's
up there.
up there in a lot of different ways. It's not the best of these different things, but it's up there.
Yes.
So 8.5, that's my score too. I think that's a perfect
Yeah.
because it doesn't feel like a 9, but it's not an 8 either. It's like
Yeah. It is
like,
right in the middle.
Like a 9 would be okay to rate it that, but it's like it's like
Yeah, it
teeter
rides
tatter in
that
there.
line.
So
yeah.
like 8.5 is a perfect score.
Yes. But yeah, that pretty much does it. We talked about everything we wanted to, and even
Pretty much,
talked
yeah.
about a little bit extra.
So you wanna close this out?
I will close this out. Thank you all for joining us this week on another episode of Two Peas in a Podcast. What did you guys think of Wonder Man if you saw it? Are you excited for Doomsday? And what do you think about the Grammys and such? Let us know. Share this podcast with your family and friends who are also nerds and interested in this kind of stuff. Really helps us out a lot. Follow us on the Instagram at Fongi Corporation. Possible pictures of the prototypes of the hats that we can eventually start handing out and serving. Check out the YouTube channel, Fongi Corporation, as well. For any comments, questions, concerns, or inquiries, you can email us at thefongicorporation@gmail.com. That's THEFONGY corporation@gmail.com. We're going to go get food probably.
Yeah, we're hungry.
Yeah. So, bye.
See ya.
We'll see you next week where we're going to talk about the Oscars.
Yes.
We're going to talk about our predictions for the Oscar winners because the nominees are out. So,
Yes.
join us.
Do it already. See ya.
Bye.